wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. Hope he dies. Hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
This is a long overdue video because rarely am I wrong. I don't bat 1,000. No one bats 1,000. But I was misinformed. And I want to bring to you the joy, the message of salvation from Trader Joe's. Many of you may or may not have gone into a Trader Joe's long ago. We're talking maybe 15 years ago, might even be 20. I went to a Trader Joe's once. I said, what the fuck is this shit? And it was in the Twin Cities, which is going to be relevant. And that was the thing. Oh my God, Trader Joe. Yeah. And I think the pretext or the context of it, prefix, all the wrong people were singing its praises. Like tweenage girls, and by tweenage, I mean like 23-year-old teeny boppers. Thank God. And you know, look, aren't we folksy and schmaltzy? And it just screamed patchouli, right? I'm like, this is gonna be patchouli central. So I went there, and it was. And I wrote an article on the blog. That's how long ago it was. The people at Trader Joe's, and I'm like, this is it. I mean, look at these leftist leaning, limp wristed, da. I got some, not necessarily some pushback, but people disagree. They said, "Oh, it's great." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Well, then, since I've been here in the Southern Command, the GF is like, "Well, we got to go to Trader Joe's." And oh my God, by golly, here comes well endowed Molly. I'm like, I want to smell like patchouli and communism when I come out. I want to smell like I have a work ethic and I'm not collecting welfare and a parasite. No, that's Aldi's. Hey, I like Aldi's too. I like Aldi's too. So we go, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? The people are good looking. There's a lot of good looking gals, especially. And I was just flabbergasted at the operation itself, because there was a ton of people. I walked in, I'm like, okay, it looks like everybody has all their chromosomes here. It looks like everybody has a job. But there were a lot of people. And I looked at the lines, I'm like, son of a gun. And I'm like, how the fuck did I get hoodwinked? You know, when you get hoodwinked into shopping with your woman, you never go shopping with you. You just don't. You never. There's a reason. There's a wage gap. There are many reasons. One is that men can make decisions like that and get the fuck out. Girls, oh my God. Like it's a museum and you're going to an art gallery. You're supposed to take your time and look at every freaking thing they got for sale. So I'm like, oh, I got hoodwinked into an hour and a half. You know, we're going to get one thing, and now it's going to be an hour and a half process. We go through, she grabs the stuff, and we get into the line. I'm like, son of a gun. I'm breaking out my cell phone. And then, oh, how can we help you? And that was it. Like, what happened to the line? And if you look at the baggers and the checkout clerks, I'm like, oh my God, they're my people. Look how fast they're going. They all have hustle. They all drive 10 miles an hour faster than the speed limit. And having gone to Trader Joe's several times over, I realized I was wrong about Trader Joe's. And the reason I was wrong about Trader Joe's is that it depends on the Trader Joe's you go to. Now, Trader Joe's, the company, regardless, you're going to have hustle, movers, shakers. The people are fast. They're very professional. I know you think, well, they're bagging groceries. How professional can be? Very, very fucking important. Pride. You're like, wow. It's like as if a 12-year-old kid came in and offered to mow your yard, but took the time to trim and make sure everything was right. I was like, holy shit, look at this professionalism. Checkout clerks and bagging groceries. That is universal. I'll talk about supply chain management and the goods and all that trade, but that's universal. It is the location and the people that shop there. And that was my mistake. I went shopping where it's Minnesotans. It's Metro, Twin Cities. It was ugly, pasty, fat. It did smell patchouli because the people smell patchouli. It wasn't Trader Joe's fault. It just happens to be Trader Joe's is in Marxist Central there. If you were go to Seattle or Portland, I'm sure Trader Joe's has some. I'm sure it smells and reeks of parasitism and welfare checks there too. But if you go to the one over in Henderson or there's one over on the west side, I don't know where they all are. You're like, holy shit, normal people with jobs shop here. And it's so fast. And they got boom, 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 boom. You know, like if you've ever been, it was like the soup Nazi. Come in, they got the machine down, man. And even though there's lines, it doesn't take that long because they got hustle. It made me real excited. I was like, wait, you can process a lot more. You don't have to be in line. Lines are for communists. Lines are for people who are slow. Lines are for boomer women who wait until they get up to the order to look at the menu. That's been there the entire time in big font. And oh my God, and they want to interview and interrogate the poor person. And what do you think? Oh my God, that. And they talk. That's what lines are for. Not at Trader Joe's. They got them, but they're boom, 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 boom. And that's the checkout. I found out because the GF listens to the Trader Joe podcast. They got a podcast. That their business model, and this is where the economists are mean like, holy shit. They try to find sit down. Sit the fuck down, everyone. Did you know they try to find a good product at a fair price? That's their model. They try to find off, like not full orders, not full pallets. They try to find not remnants. They go to suppliers and say, hey, we're not a big grocery store, but if you got a little bit of extra orders or you manufacture too much, we'll take it off your hands at a discount. They do some private labeling and all that. Well, they do a lot of private labeling. And what they end up doing is getting a lot of good products at a fair price. And me as the economist, I love that. You know why? Because it drastically increases our standard of living. All of us. There's many things. I love their Reed's sugar-free extra strength ginger beer. It's a ginger beer, not alcoholic. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. I like, I don't drink anymore, but they have this non-alcoholic champagne, low calorie, $7 to $8 a bottle. You go to the liquor stores and you want to find a de-alcoholized champagne or wine, you're lucky if you find something at 12 or 15 bucks. They're usually 25, 30. There's an extra process of taking out the alcohol increases the cost. I'm getting them for $7 to $8. Load up on that shit all day. The GF is a connoisseur of scotch. Now, she likes the peaty scotch. She likes Lafroig 10, Ardbeg, those kind of things. Octomore, oh my God, there's an arm and a leg. Happy birthday, dear. You're not getting that again. I gave up drinking at the wrong time. Just was like, hey, let me try this peaty scotch stuff. But there's this thing called Finnegan's, which I don't know if it's the same distillery as Lafroig or what, but man, because I've had it back in the day. That's a fraction of the cost. We're not talking 5-6% off. We're talking like 50% off. And our diet, our food has gone up in terms of, well, we always try to eat pretty healthy, but the food and the quality has been the same, probably even gone up, but the price has dropped in half. And I have never, especially in modern day corporate America, seen a company that trains their fucking employees to get the hustle to deliver a good product at a fair price and has done so much to increase people's standards of living compared to every other corporate fucko out there who wants to shitify their product, get subscription services. Oh, we went to this restaurant last night. Holy shit. I was like, am I going to get food poisoning? It was garbage. Absolute garbage. That's expected. They're going to fuck up my order. They're going to mail me the wrong thing, Amazon or not. And I had to come back and basically say, look, Trader Joe's it should be an example, at least like Buc-ee's or Chick-fil-A. If businesses were smart, and maybe the founders of these companies or the managers of these companies could get together and, I'm not joking, you guys should put together a business management seminar, charge like $5 million a head and say it would be good product at a fair price, which requires speed and being expedient. And hey, put the kid out there with the thing so there's not a line. They know how to run. It's some of the last remnant vestiges of classic American entrepreneurship where it's like, wait, how can we do this better? How can we Daft Punk this shit up harder, better, faster, stronger? Meanwhile, 99% of the rest of you corporal bros, all you know is cut cost, cut quality, bro. Turn it into shit slop, but increase prices, bro. I went to the Carlson School of Management. I have a Harvard MBA, bro. You're just a bunch of low IQ fucks. These guys, really. Now, and perhaps, it's 15 years is a long time. Perhaps Trader Joe's has gone from a niche, communist, patchouli-smelling 23-year-old idiot, oh my God, current popular thing, and become a little bit more mainstream. And certainly, no matter where you shop in Portland, it's going to be a bunch of self-loathing, dopey, worthless, parasitic vermin. Yeah, it's going to smell of patchouli. But if you have a Trader Joe's in, a working neighborhood, if you have a Trader Joe's in a place where people take pride in their looks, who, use deodorant and have some kind of job and contribute to the economy, you could drastically improve your standards. Well, maybe not drastically, but significantly. I mean, food, that's part of the budget, right? And the one drawback is it's not Trader Joe's fault. If anything, it's a sign of their success. It gets a little traffic jammy in there. A lot of people not paying attention, old people. So you got to kind of move, shuffle, shake, dodge. Duck, dodge, divert, and dodge. Whatever the saying was. Duck, dive, dodge, and dodge. But aside from that, it's a pleasant experience. Like you get, I don't know, maybe it's like going into, like looking at a factory operate incredibly efficiently. Like, look at all that. Look at how many widgets they're producing. But you go in there, now you're going to get a good product at a fair price. It's going to be fast. And you're going to look at like, wow, look at this. Look at boom, boom. And you're done. You're done. The finale, the encore performance is the checkout clerk. They get bam, 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 bam. I know they're trained to be a little bit talky, but that's part of the marketing. People are like, oh my God, what are you doing today? I'm going to go hike. I'm going to drink some of the fucking ginger root beer. Reed's ginger root beer, the sugar-free. I'm going to drink 2 of those fucking cans. I'm going to go for a hike and pee a lot. Water some cactus. But there you go. I wanted to correct that. I wanted you to go shopping there. I want you to enjoy a higher standard of living and an easier shopping experience, and perhaps witness some actual American entrepreneurship. Just make sure you don't go to the one in, I don't know, don't go to the one in Edina. All right. Just don't go where the people are going to aggravate you. All right. We got no super chats. That's it. Questions, answers, asshole consulting. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.